Hi there, my name is Hema, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my journey to getting Invisalign. I do want to emphasize that this video will focus on my journey to getting Invisalign. So it's not my Invisalign journey itself, but the entire process that goes before that, which involves the consultations and choosing my Invisalign provider. I'm definitely going to make another video of getting my trays in, but this video will focus on the consultation process and how I chose my Invisalign provider. So if you're someone who's thinking about getting orthodontics, in particular Invisalign in Singapore, and wondering what that entire process is like, then this video is for you. So I've mainly split this video into three different portions. Firstly, on why I decided to get Invisalign. Secondly, on the pre-consultation process. And thirdly, on how I decided my Invisalign provider. So let me start off with why I decided to get orthodontics. I have always had high canines in my upper crown that I've always been very insecure about. I should have gotten braces when I was a lot younger, but my mom really opposed the idea of braces. I'm gonna quickly show you guys my high canines very briefly. I've got two high canines right on the top over here, so I'll just show you guys. So these two high canines, and I've always been really insecure about that and insecure about my smile. But now as an adult, I did not want to wait any longer and decided it's about time to have my teeth straightened. So here I am. Second, let me dive into the pre-consultation process. So this is a very lengthy process that involves a lot of researching and kind of determining which clinics I wanted to go to for consultations. So as an adult getting orthodontics, I definitely preferred not to have the traditional train tracks look on my face. When I heard about Invisalign, I knew it would be my preferred option, but I wasn't opposed to braces if that was what was better for my teeth. I also did tons of research on Invisalign and getting braces prior to going for consultation so I can make a more informed decision. Having all that in mind, I looked at the best clinics in Singapore that offered Invisalign services. Majority of my family and friends who got orthodontics went for the traditional braces, so I didn't really know of many people who had Invisalign to provide me with good recommendations. Therefore, I had to turn to Google. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, consultations in Singapore for Invisalign are not free. I know there are some clinics in countries like America and UK that provide free Invisalign consultations, but as far as my research went, I couldn't really find any free consultations for Invisalign. I did find one dental clinic, the Orthodontics Dental, which provided a virtual free consultation. So that is mainly a very general consultation for someone who is just curious about getting Invisalign or discussing their teeth concerns and seeing what options are available, but it's a very general virtual consultation. That consultation also wasn't with a dentist themselves, but it was one of the dental assistants. So if you still want a little bit more of a detailed consult, you need to pay money and go for consultations. In order to not spend too much money on consultation, it's very important to pick and choose the clinics that you go for consultations wisely. And if there's one thing you should take away from this video, please go for more than just one consultation. Do not just go for one consultation and go with that Invisalign provider. Every doctor is different in terms of their analysis and the treatment options they offer and prefer. So it's so important to go for more than one consultation so you can make a more informed decision on what treatment plan works best for you and which Invisalign provider works best for you. I personally went for 3 consultations, and I think 3 is a pretty good number. I won't say there's a need to excessively go for a lot of consultations, but definitely go for more than one. So how I kind of chose which clinics to go for consultations was that I made a table of a few criteria to help narrow down which clinics I should book an appointment with.
So here's my top 5 criteria on the checklist for selecting clinics. Firstly, it's to see if the service provider is a dentist or orthodontist. Secondly, is the cost of Invisalign itself. third of all, consultation fees. Then the cost of taking records, so these includes your x-rays and your teeth scans. And lastly, reviews of the clinic and or the clinicians.
So basically, there are two types of service providers who do Invisalign. Firstly are the commonly known dentists who actually provide a wide range of services. So they're the ones who do general cleaning services, cavity filling services, and they also provide Invisalign. And secondly are orthodontists. So orthodontists are specialized dentists who have completed an extra master's degree on orthodontics such as braces and Invisalign, and they solely provide orthodontic services. Hence, the cost of Invisalign provided by an orthodontist and a dentist definitely varies. Normally, orthodontic Invisalign treatments are more expensive than the Invisalign treatments that dentists offer, but that's because orthodontists are just more specialized in that area. So just for a rough estimate for a comprehensive package, dental service providers provide anything from $6,000 and upwards, while orthodontists go from $7,500 and above. And this is in Singapore, so it's all in Singapore dollars. So in general, clinics charge a general consultation fees anywhere between $50 to $100. And then on top of that, there are additional charges for records. So these records, like I said, include a x-ray of your teeth and often sometimes a scan of your teeth using an iTero scanner as well. The records alone cost $200. So your first consultation will go anywhere between $250 to $300. Here is a huge money-saving tip for you guys. After the first consult, get your clinic to send you your records. This way, you only need to pay consultation fees for your subsequent consults and not pay for the records all over again. Last but not least, the consultation process itself. Based on the criteria that I've created for myself and the budget I have, I kind of narrowed myself down to 2 to 3 clinics that I booked a consultation with. So my first consultation was with a dentist in a dental clinic, which is very well known, but cost-wise was slightly more expensive than the orthodontist provider. My second was with an orthodontist who had lots of great reviews and lots of great recommendations on their website and from other review websites, and it was also one of the most affordable orthodontist service providers available. Lastly, I had another orthodontist consult in actually a dental clinic, but this was one of the worst dental consults I've ever been to actually, so I'm not going to touch on this. I'm just going to touch on the first 2 consults that I went for. My first 2 consults went really well, and ultimately what decided it for me was how knowledgeable the clinician was, their working experience, how comfortable I felt with them, and definitely the cost of Invisalign itself. Honestly, having good trust and understanding with the clinician is very important, and that's why I think going for 1 consultation is definitely not enough. Go for more so that you can decide who you're most comfortable with and which treatment plan you're most comfortable with, and that will be a much more easier process. At least that's how I felt. So once I decided on my Invisalign provider, they took some scans of my teeth and they sent it in for a ClinCheck review. This is when you pay a deposit as well. So the deposit I had to pay was about $3,000 right off the bat, but it will vary depending on the clinic and depending on your total Invisalign cost. 1 to 2 weeks later, you get your ClinCheck review back. For me, I got it back in a week. So the ClinCheck review is basically a whole simulation of how the teeth movement has been planned out on the Invisalign ClinCheck system. Some providers will ask you to come in for a ClinCheck review consult where they show you the simulation and you talk through that and confirm with them.
So that black flash was when my camera decided to stop recording, and I did not realize until I'm editing this footage, unfortunately. But basically what I was saying is that my clinician just sent me the treatment plan over email for me to confirm, but feel free to always request if you can do a face-to-face consult if that's what you prefer. That's what I did because I had a few questions to clarify with him. So here's a little snippet of what the ClinCheck treatment plan looked like for me. Once you're happy with the treatment plan and you confirm with your provider, they will send it in for the trays to get made. Normally it takes about 5 weeks for the trays to come in, and then you would be booked in for an appointment where they will do the IPR, attachments, tray fitting, all of those kind of things, which I will cover in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you are interested to see how my Invisalign journey goes.
Hope you found this video useful, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!